Welcome to Queen Deluxe. Let's do some vintage sewing. This time on Queen Deluxe, we are going to make some loungewear, some speedy loungewear. I take two easy patterns, this one and this one. So this is also a challenge with the hashtag yesterdayspajamas. Very excited to be a part of it. Check out all the other videos in this playlist. I will link it below. As the pandemic continues to rage in the United States, my need for loungewear has also increased. I was very inspired by this picture I found on Pinterest of some 30s pajamas. I cut out some wide leg pants, made them wider than the pattern and longer for my long legs. Cut out a top, sort of using the pattern but not really. I lowered the neckline and changed the sleeve. First step is to sew some large darts from the shoulder seam to the bust point on the front piece. Next, I sew the shoulder seams and side seams together. The fabric is from my stash. It's a cotton sateen with stripe. It's really lovely. After the blouse is together, I serge those seams, shoulders and side seams. Up next, the two side vents. Alright, so I have right sides together on this vent. I've flipped back the vent part and then stitched half an inch across the bottom and then flipped it so that the right sides are on the outside. And then I'll be top stitching like across the top, coming down, and I'll do the hem all at the same time. As you can see, I'm not using many pins during this entire project. This is to increase speed. Of course, you have to have experience to do this, and a certain amount of nerve. If you are trying to build speed, this is a good technique. Only pin when necessary. Putting a bias binding around the neck, so right sides together. I'm sewing at 1/4 of an inch all the way around. I have pressed the raw edges on the inside. Now I'm top stitching that bias tape in place. Onto the wide leg pants. I take one front and one back, right sides together, and do a 1/2 inch seam allowance on the inseam and the outseam. After the inseams and outseams have been sewn, I serge those seam allowances together for a clean finish. I'm going to turn one leg in right side out. I'm going to stick it into this leg, other leg, and we're going to line up the crotch seam. And I'm going to go ahead and sew that and then overlap it well, and then it'll practically be pants already. So I have sewn the crotch seams together, the inseams and the outseams, and now I have one leg in between. We're going to turn them both right side out. Wide leg. I make a 1 inch casing, leaving an opening center back to insert the elastic. I put in a 3/4 inch elastic into the waist. I slip them on and the hem is just about perfect. So I do a 1/4 inch roll hem. I'm so all about this, I'm going to make like 5 more. The weather is heating up here in California, so I need a lightweight nightgown. This is going down the center front of the nightgown, so what's going to happen is it's going to fold open, and I'm going to place it down the center front. So it's going to look like this. I'm going to trim this back. Trim pin down the center front of my nightgown. This is like the arm's eye right here. This will get gathered across, so I'm gonna just top stitch or sew this down both sides. Alright, so I have that on all the way down the front, and then the next step is to put gathering stitches across the top. Is what this is gathering to, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the bobbin threads of the gathering stitch so that it will fit. To line up my center fronts here. All right, I'm gonna serge this edge, then we're gonna get the backs out. Right sides together. We're at 5/8. No gathering necessary. This is something my beginning students always like freak out about. They want to match up the two edges of like corners like this, but that's not where it should match up. It should match up at the stitch line. So we're gonna be sewing in between this V here. If that makes sense. I hope so. Okay. So I'm gonna serge these and then we'll sew the center back seam. I carefully match up the two seams so we'll have a perfect little V at the center back. I'm gonna serge. I think I will put. So then we just put the side seams together. All right, I've serged all my seams. I'm gonna go ahead and do the hem now, so that when I do the straps and the underarms, it'll just be done. We're gonna bind the arm's eyes. So I have cut a 45-inch piece of bias tape. It is the 1 inch. I'm gonna mark the center. I'm gonna put wrong side to right side. So wrong side of nightgown to right side of bias tape. Seam allowance. We're gonna sew right in that fold. This. Fold this on this side, I can totally control where that's gonna go, and I don't have to pin it. And then this just gets tied in a bow at the top. Okay, and then it's like done. Holy smokes, so fast. Thanks for sewing with me this week. I hope you had fun. I know I did. If you enjoyed the video, learned something, click all the buttons, share with